Hey gamers, you ready? Are you ready to experience the thrilling conclusion of Contradiction, this live FMV, not live, what? FMV, I'm live. If you think about it, I am like live FMV. If you think about it. I'm super thrilled. Yeah, blow your minds, right? A live FMV happening here in the moment. That would be a fun thing to do on live stream, is to have like an FMV live stream where you've like a murder mystery party, but you've like roped together a bunch of live streamers to do live FMV improv. That would be awesome. Actually, you'd have to be pretty fucking prepared. I think if you got one of those like pre-made murder mystery kits, you could probably do that. And then it's not LARPing. It's a stream-based thing, and the chat would be the ones doing the FMV. And so chat would be like, I don't know, maybe it would be like a bit-spaced thing where you'd be like, show Jenna the driver's license you picked up. Chat plays Contradiction is kind of the vibe. We could just rip off the plot of Contradiction. That would be fun. Maybe I'll murder someone and then we can do that. Let's hop into the game. I'm really excited. I think we're very close to the end. But God, where were we? Hold on. I gotta get my notebook. Gotta get my notebook out. Yes. Extremely thrilled. Okay. So here's, God, what did we do? Okay. I'm getting into the place. I'm very sleepy today. Hikaru, I'm glad you can be here for the finale as well. The triumphant finale. So last time, I'm gonna turn on the audio in my headphones. The last time we were here in this game, was last time when we found the mirror room? I'm obsessed with the mirror room. We discovered a dropped business card that had a code on it for Aztec, a technology company. They installed a security system, outside of a weird room at Atlas that turned out to be full of mirrors and a place where they did hypnotism. We also found out that like everybody in this town has access to opium, basically. So Kate had opium in her system when she died, but at this point it's like apparently everybody in town had access to the opium. So this is not super helpful. We learned about this concept called the Atlas Prime Candidates, which is basically the best student in the Atlas business course got recommended for a job. So they say. I think as I understand it, this is the first year they've done this Atlas thing. So, like, what even, I don't know. Is that even true? Is that even possible? We found a check made for Kate, $500 in Ryan's car. We highly suspect that this is money for the blackmail. What else happened? We learned about, Ryan says he has arthritis. His dad's like, he's just a baby. He doesn't have arthritis, but he does have some pills. Yeah, we met Lisa. We had a very fun, spooky moment where she's like, demons haunt me and I can see them in the mirror. And that was in a cutscene, so we couldn't actually ask her any questions. We got bagged 2 streams ago. I played the bagging footage at the first possible moment I could when we were back on stream because it was excellent. I think that's everything. Yeah, we found the morphine in the mirror room. Yeah, that's true. We saw some boundary threshold threshold testing, I think is what they called it. We saw some threshold testing in the woods. And it wasn't funny. It was very scary. But what was funny about it is that moments before it happened, I said, let's go find another assault in the woods. And then immediately we found an assault in the woods. And that's very funny to me. Oh yeah, Ryan and Rebecca are into some very, to some degree of kink play. The extent to which I'm hoping we do not learn, but we might learn. Is there anything else? Here's the important thing. Does anybody remember what I was gonna do? I feel like this is another stream where I was like, I had a plan going into this, but then they just put me back at the village center, so I don't remember what that plan was. It might have been just to go to talk to Ryan about this check. So let's go talk to Ryan about the check. Actually, let's pop in. Did we talk to Simon and Emma about the check?
If you don't mind.
They won't let me ask Simon.
Thank you.
Fair.
Probably be back later.
Simon doesn't know fucking shit about this whole area. Oh, they're saying Emma would know about the money, but that feels unlikely since she was having an affair with Ryan and Kate knew about it and was blackmailing them. But okay. 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 I mean, I will say it does seem like a nice community. Seems like a nice little village. You've got everything you need, which is a bar and a restaurant. It's a bar restaurant. Is there still gonna be nothing in here? Yeah, the bike question finally paid off because we discovered that Simon had a car. Oh, wait, yeah, Simon had was it a settlement? Yes, he had his laptop stolen, and so he got a bunch of insurance money from it, and he spent that money on a car, and that's crazy because he doesn't drive, and so he lent the car to somebody and has been borrowing a bike, and that's all super crazy to me. People do crazy stuff with their money, so it's fine, but it is crazy to me that you would buy a fucking car before having a license. Or, I mean, that's crazy. And another thing that's crazy is you would buy a car, not have a license, and just drive it illegally. He wasn't doing that either. He was like, I bought a car, but I'm going to respect the law and not drive it because I don't have my license yet. A lot there.
A few
Simon's
more questions, if you
a
don't mind.
weirdo. Okay. All right. Here it is. Here it is.
Would you like to explain what this is, please, Ryan? £500 intended for Kate. It fell out of your car. At least I assume that's your car on the driveway at Brandon House.
I suppose so.
So why were you going to give Kate £500, Ryan?
It was just a little incentive, that's all. Just a little incentive.
Not very little, Ryan. £500.
She was a very good student. We heard that she was leaving. We wanted to give her something.
But you didn't.
Well, obviously not.
Are you sure there wasn't any other reason you might want to give her this? Personal reason?
No!
Well, I'd like to keep hold of this for a little while, if you don't mind.
Well, don't consider it a bribe, will you, Inspector?
Fell out of the car? I don't know what the warrant situation in the UK is. In America, that is pretty illegal. Pretty super illegal. Oh man. Okay. Meant as a little incentive for Kate. Had heard Kate wanted to leave Atlas. No ulterior motive for giving Kate. I mean, we know this isn't true. And we know it's not true. Well, okay, which of these can we contradict him on? This is the problem, is we haven't called him on the affair yet. That's the most obvious thing. I think the don't offer incentives to students was something Paul said, not Ryan. Meant as a little incentive for Kate, but let's I'll double check that. Lisa asked for a refund. Teaching students how to act. Man, yeah. We've racked up so much fucking information about this game and the things that people have said. Enjoyed the course and appeared happy. If she enjoyed the course and appeared happy, then why did she want to leave? You think it was in the auto hypnosis tab? Students are, I see. Well, they aren't coerced and bribed. My guess is that he's gonna be, yeah, maybe. Oh, okay.
So, students aren't coerced or bribed in any way, except Kate.
I'm not sure what you mean.
You said you were going to give Kate the £500 as an incentive. That's coercion, isn't it?
I really don't think you could call it coercion, Inspector.
It's not what
It was an incentive, that's all, a little encouragement.
So, how often do you use incentives?
Okay, incentive is probably the wrong word. The money was just to see how Kate would respond. It was part of her assessment.
Assessment?
We have to assess students as they progress. We don't use conventional methods like sitting an exam or anything like that. People pay for this course per session. We have to know if they're committed or not.
So you're assessing their progress and testing their commitment?
Yes, we are. We have to. This is a business, not a charity.
So Ryan's claiming the money was part of Kate's assessment. And did this assessment also involve threshold testing, I wonder? Or was the money for something else?
I would also like to know more about threshold testing. But they haven't given me a little question for that. Students aren't tested. Gave Kate the money to test assessor.
Aha.
Here we go.
Well, which one is it, Ryan? Do you test students or not?
Well, some of them, yes.
Including Kate?
Yes.
Why was she being tested?
She was being tested because we wanted to see if she was good enough to become prime candidate, okay?
So Kate was in the running to be prime candidate?
Yes!
And did you ask Simon to test her?
Yes, I did. But I didn't ask him to do anything stupid. He knew it was against course rules.
How far did you ask him to push her?
I didn't ask him to push her. I asked him to test her. There's a huge difference! If Simon decided to give her too much caffeine or morphine or whatever, that's his responsibility. So if he did anything wrong, it was his own responsibility. He did it with his own mind and his own hand. We had nothing to do with it.
Okay. All right.
Midnight, and still no suspect, unless you count everyone I've interviewed. It's no surprise that Ryan wants to avoid any suggestion of being responsible for Kate's death, but I wonder if the man protests just a little too much.
God, okay. All right. So we've unlocked one new thing to ask, which is Kate's prime status. This man is on a deadline. He basically has to get this done by midnight, or like 2 a.m. or something like that. I don't remember. I don't remember what time it is, but if he doesn't get it done, then the case will be officially ruled a suicide, and the killer will once again go free. The audio seems louder today. Maybe it's gotten more dramatic. What a video vibrancy. Okay.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
She's just gonna say something useless.
Did you know Kate Vine was a prime candidate?
No.
Nailed it. Okay.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Okay. I mean, James is gonna have the same response. So let's talk to Simon and Emma. I think Emma's not gonna have much to say, but Simon probably
A few
will.
more questions, please. Thank you. Do you know whether Kate was in the running to be prime candidate or not?
I don't, but I do think she would have been chosen just because she was, you know, Kate.
You didn't discuss it with Kate?
No. No, she never talked about Atlas.
She never talked about Atlas? Never talked about Atlas? That strikes me as unlikely, but I don't think I have anything specific about it. So let's go talk to
that's
Simon.
it for now. Thank you. How do you think you'd have reacted if you'd found out that Kate had been chosen to be prime candidate?
Is that... was she?
I'm just asking how you think you'd react.
I don't know. I wouldn't react in any way, really. I'm not bothered. I don't think she was, though.
What makes you think that?
Well, it's just an impression I got. You know, she's a bit flaky, to be honest. She's just not really prime candidate material.
Didn't think she could be prime candidate. That's weird. Had been asked to test Kate, but you don't think she could have been the prime candidate?
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I'll also go talk to Papa Rand.
Ask you a couple more things, please. Was Kate a prime candidate?
Well, as Ryan has probably already told you, yes, she was.
Did you ask Simon to test her?
Yes, it's company policy. Leaders don't get involved.
And it covers your back, of course.
Well, nobody knows the students better than they do, Inspector. It's much better to let them just work it out among themselves.
It isn't very professional to force students to test each other to the point where one of them gets killed, Paul.
We don't force students to do anything that they don't want to do, Inspector.
So you don't force them into being tested?
No, we don't encourage anybody to hurt or offend anybody else here.
You don't use threshold testing, for instance?
No. If Simon Thompson went too far with Kate, that's his responsibility, not ours. He's the one you should be speaking to, if truth be told. I don't trust him myself.
Don't get involved. Okay, was being tested. Don't get involved in testing students. Don't use threshold testing. Students not encouraged to hurt each other. I think the students not encouraged to hurt each other. Well, okay, yeah, we also never figured out this thing. Knows Ryan was interested in blondes? Let's rewatch this.
Now, why do you think Ryan might want to give Kate a cheque for £500?
I've really no idea. Where did you find it?
Just outside.
You better ask him.
Just outside.
You think Ryan was interested romantically in Kate?
I know he has a weakness for blondes, but I didn't think it had gone so far as his offering them cash.
Weird. That's super weird. Okay. Oh, I never asked about Atlas Prime shit.
What are prime candidates?
The best of the bunch. The peaches.
And so what does it mean to be a prime candidate?
Success. We have a special relationship with many major international companies. We provide them with our best students. And they get an instant job.
And what do you get out of it?
Well, it's a little kickback. It's just business, Inspector.
Atlas received okay. Best students, well-paying job. They receive kickbacks. Okay. Still on laptop. Arthritis prescription. Didn't encourage Emma to criticize. Once tried to date Emma. Didn't steal from Liam. Claims all students enjoyed the stunt. Committed a fake theft which he videoed. Leaders don't get involved in testing students. Come on. Says company policy leaders don't get involved in testing students, but definitely stole money. Okay, hold on. This feels like something. What? Okay. Committed a fake. Claims all the students enjoyed the stunts. Didn't steal from Liam that night. Knew Liam had personal problems. So much of what this man has told me is a lie. And I still haven't figured out the comment about blondes is gonna haunt me. It had better have some sort of payoff, because that's so weird. Bought freedom necklace for a student. Insists he didn't buy it for Kate. Well, we know he bought it. Hold on. We knew he bought the necklace for Emma. Where was that bit about Emma? Once tried to date Emma. Oh, not technically contradictions. Did I show the check to his wife? That's a good question. Actually, I don't remember if I did. I think I just did, and I think she just said no, if I remember correctly. I think he just means pretty women when he says blondes. I don't accept that. I mean, I accept that he's sexist in that way. But it's such a weird comment, and he's so weird when he says it. Was being tested. Doesn't get involved in testing. Doesn't use threshold testing. Students not encouraged to hurt each other. Atlas receives a kickback. Doesn't know shit about poppy seeds. Nobody allowed to know the combination code. Doesn't believe he has arthritis. Test designed to reveal psychological issues.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I mean, it's just another one of those ones where it's like, I asked about those wallets stealing and the test, and the game says it's not a contradiction, which is fine. James isn't gonna know shit about prime candidates, but I'm still gonna try.
Just a few more
Do my due
questions, if you don't mind.
diligence. Yeah, he doesn't know. He doesn't know, and he
That's
doesn't
all for the moment.
care.
Thank you.
Maybe Simon drugged Kate using the homebrew. And maybe he put the drugs in the homebrew. That's my guess for how the homebrew is going to come up. Yeah, the wallet stealing incident happened about a year ago, on the night Liam died.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Yeah, best not to ask Rebecca about the money for Kate. Oh, okay. But I haven't asked about prime
what
candidates.
a prime candidate is?
At Atlas, it's the best student.
And what does that mean?
It means they get a guaranteed job with a very good salary. Well, that's the idea anyway.
But?
Mostly they aren't up to it.
And what happens then?
They get sacked.
I was under the impression... that Atlas has only been operational for like a few months. Had some trouble with unsuitable students. Document as an aptitude test. Can be hung up on guilt. Poster was designed last year. So it could not be older than last year. Had the poster designed by an agency. Poster was designed last year. I was under the impression that they've basically only been functioning since the beginning of the summer for like a few months. But that might have just been as long as Simon had been on board. Yeah, and they were, a year ago when Liam died, it was still Third Eye, and then they shut down and reopened as Atlas. So it had to have been like less than a year, basically. This is suggesting that this feels like it's so much longer, though. I don't know. It is really funny to me that you'd be like, you can that this company would hire somebody from this business program and be like, do you know how to do anything related to running a business? And they're like, no, but I no longer have a sense of self. So... like, it's just great. Like, everything we've learned about this fucking business course, none of it has been business related. It's all been about weird emotional breaking down. So the idea that somebody would complete this and get a job at a real company, and then they would be like, okay, so you know how to like order bulk of goods for our industry, right? And they're like, no, but I can skewer my hand with this little bit of metal. It's like, what are you what? Of course they're all getting fired. This isn't a business school. Okay, poster was designed last year. Failed prime candidates get sacked? I don't know. I didn't think that would come anything. Mechtel, yeah, at the very end of the last stream, we came across two lads, Kyle and some other lad in the woods, doing threshold testing, which was Kyle making the guy jam a bit of metal into his hand. It was weird.
If that's okay.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there is the option to look at all the replies. Somebody mentioned that, but that it's not very useful to me because, like, it only really matters what people are saying to each other, I guess, if that makes sense.
Couple more questions, if that's okay?
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I hadn't forgotten to ask Prime candidate-related questions.
Thank you.
We
might
might be close to needing to do another little gallop through the woods. Now that it's after midnight, this is when the freaky shit is actually gonna happen. All the stuff we've seen so far has been so mundane. This is where we saw the hand stabbing, if I remember correctly. It's just gonna be the same DVD. I really appreciate them sort of flashing the DVD at us, since the light highlighting on it really covers up the logo. Just thoughtful filmmaking. I don't know. This game has so much going on. Should we poke our heads in the mirror room? Just in case somebody's over there getting freaky. Emmett, a thing happened in the jetty immediately upon starting the game. We found the freedom necklace thing in the floorboards where where Kate's body was, but not since then. Nothing has happened at the jetty. Desperately want there to be something else cool in that room. Oh, is he not here? Interesting. Interesting. Well, if he's not here, that implies to me that he's somewhere else. These are the detective skills that I'm sort of bringing to the table. He wasn't in the woods, though. Yeah, I'm wondering if he is, like, back at the restaurant, maybe.
A few more questions, please.
Didn't think Kate could be prime candidate. It's allergic to opiates. We called him on the allergic to opiates thing. That's how we discovered that he had not actually taken any morphine. Only Kate took the morphine. It seems weird that he would be asked to test her, but then also think that she couldn't be prime candidate. See, those two things seem like a pretty clear contradiction to me. Ryan asked him to test Kate for prime candidate, but didn't think that she would have been chosen. Maybe he just thinks that she would not be good at it. Hello, Anna Weighted Moon. Welcome to the live FMV experience. What if during this stream I got bagged? It would be terrifying. For you, I mean. I probably would know it was gonna happen. If somebody just came out of the darkness behind me and put a bag over my head, and then the rest of the stream was just dead air. It's freaky. Alright, here's all this weird stuff about the laptop. Card from IT consultant. Fill in a form. Health form. Would be easy to lie on it. No devil worship. It's genuinely hard for me to tell if Simon is in on it and just lying a lot, or if he's too not incompetent, but too like untrusted by the other people in the game to be in on it. Because it really does feel like nobody has told this dude shit. And it's really funny to me. I was told to do, hadn't heard about Paul's stunt, was not allowed to hurt or offend others. But you did drug Kate? Okay. The studio's made other FMV games, Olivia? I don't think I knew that. I mean, I definitely intend to check out more stuff. I know that the dude who made it was trying to get another one made, like a sequel. Oh, it's at Dead of Night. Okay, no, I have heard about this. I followed them on Biscay. Okay. Yeah, I just don't think...
That's it for the time being, thank you.
I just don't think Simon knows shit about shit. I do... Kate didn't discuss the Atlas course. Some weird bike stuff. A lot of new jewelry. That's about the broken window. I mean, I also feel like Emma she's not a part of the seminar. Doesn't really know a lot about it. Yeah, I just don't.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I don't think either of them. Bye, Sexalia Derolo. I don't think either of these fools have any additional information for me right now. And we've lost Ryan, which is strange to me. Maybe he's behind the pub? Maybe he's in the back room of the pub? Okay. One thing I like FMV when they do it. It's fine when they don't do it, but I like when point and click mystery games stop giving you the option to go to a place when that place no longer is gonna have clues. Check in the restaurant is next. I'm getting there. Trial by agent, I don't think that's a contradiction. Because it's just like not... I just don't think the Atlas is relevant to their relationship, if that makes sense.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
We checked upstairs at Atlas. It was just the freaky mirror room. There was nobody in it. Yes, I've people have been mentioning Tim Follin's music. Yes. Didn't know she was prime candidate. The best students get a guaranteed job with a good salary. I don't know. Didn't know her very well. Hasn't seen the license. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think she has anything either. Have I heard any? I don't know. No, we haven't gotten Ryan to fess up to about his relationship yet, and that really bothers me. Like, that really bothers me that we haven't grilled him on that yet, because it feels sort of like an important thing. Can I get back in the car? Yeah, I already used it. Fine. Yeah.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
What about the license? Kate was being tested for prime candidate. Leaders don't get involved in testing students. This is frustrating because I know this one's not true. You know that one's not true, but will not let me call him on that. How? Yeah, I don't know the extent to which why he doesn't believe testing the students is different from stealing them in a stunt. That's weird to me. Okay. Kate was being tested for prime candidate. Leaders don't get involved in testing students. Don't use threshold testing. Not encouraged to hurt each other. Doesn't know why Ryan would give Kate 500. Candidates are the best students. Okay, maybe this best student things. 'Cause he... I feel like he did not like Kate, but I also feel like maybe... Yeah, he said they didn't do threshold testing. But that doesn't, again, that doesn't really contradict anything he said. Only met her a few times. Last saw her at the meeting. Possibly spoke to her. Was drunk. Yeah, I'll ask about the license. Somebody was mentioning the license earlier. Well, but this problem is the weird thieving was a different time. I did do a walk through the woods, Nora. That always helps me clear or bag my head. But I didn't see anything this time. Doesn't know about the homebrew. Doesn't know. Says he doesn't know about the necklace. Bought freedom necklace for a student. Once tried to date Emma. Come on. Come on, game. Didn't hear the argument. Hasn't seen the mask before. Doesn't know shit about shit. Can't tell me about anything. Nothing mirror for scrying. Never used a scrying mirror. Finger symbol. Students' ideas. Ideas over morality. Reluctantly abides by the law. Except for the fake stealing stunt, which I don't think this will get me anything, but... In my opinion, the difference between a fake robbery and a real robbery is pretty thin. I just think that's like... I just think there's some significant overlap there. Says Liam was bright, confident, outgoing, knew he had personal problems. At Atlas the night he died. Didn't see Liam after the course. Had been drinking. Doesn't know shit about drugs. Liam's death was unavoidable. Third eye similar to Atlas. Auto-hypnosis not used in the course anymore. Not possible to force it. Kate flirted with Paul. I don't believe this, by the way. Didn't try to date Kate. Suspected Kate of trying to play him. Voids relationships with students. We already called him on that shit. Paul's cleaner was the mugger. Committed fake theft. Claims the students loved the stunt. Didn't steal from Liam that night. Lisa couldn't handle the course techniques. Raised the course age to 21. Do we know how old? Do we know what year this game is supposed to take place? Because it says she was born May 20th, 1994. Do we know what years the game's supposed to take place? Is it possible she's not 21? I honestly don't know. I don't have written down in my extensive notes a year. Game was made in 2015, but is there a chance she was like one of those genius students that like graduated high school when she was 12 and then went to school and is just like really ahead of the curve? Because they, you know, everybody here talks about how smart she was. But I imagine it's pretty stressful to do that. The kind of stress that might lead somebody to drink morphine. No, but you're right. She was probably 21. She was a grad student. She was probably 21. No place for guilt in business. Auto-hypnosis not used in the course anymore. Didn't encourage Emma. Didn't expect Emma. Once tried to date Emma. Doesn't believe he has arthritis. Has a low pain threshold. What if the connection is just that he says threshold here? Pulled his back last year. Keeps getting medicine for it. Never seen this keyring. Has since installed a CCTV. Nobody allowed to know the combo code. Mirror room used for meditation. I don't know.
Later on, if that's okay.
I might hop into the phone booth after I finish walking the street. I might hop into the phone booth and we'll see if the chief has anything to tell me. Anything else in the greenhouse? Fine. Okay. I also love that it's the same shot but blue. I like that as I think that's a really good, funny strategy for turning down the day in this game. You think the poppies are... She just had an everything bagel? It's very possible. I'm gonna call the chief. Let's see if the chief picks up.
Hello, Jenks. Yes, I'm still up. Thanks Thanks for asking.
Chief Ryan admitted that he asked Simon to test Kate to see if she was good enough to be prime candidate, but he's throwing it all back on Simon. Says it was up to Simon about how he went about testing her.
Very convenient. What does Paul say?
He pretty much backs Ryan up. He claims they don't do any threshold testing.
Well, that's a load of horse droppings. He knows you're onto him, Jenks, which means you're getting somewhere at last. It's only taken you until midnight, but well done nonetheless. Listen, call me back. I'm watching an old movie, but Christopher Lee's only just turned up, so I'll be here for another hour or so, yeah?
Okay, Chief. I'll call again.
Yeah, bye.
Well, it didn't... It wasn't super helpful, so I'm just supposed to press about the threshold testing, I guess. I mean, it is like 1 a.m. when we called him. It's hard to... I think I'm kind of with the chief on this one.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
And he doesn't even know about... all of the illegal stuff Jinx has done. Okay. So that clue was supposed to get us to focus on threshold testing. So let's focus on threshold testing. How do you know Ryan has low pain threshold? Okay, that was I didn't think that would work, but I just had to do my due diligence. Okay. Couldn't handle the course techniques? No. Didn't encourage Emma. I don't know. Theft stunt. Committed a fake. I don't know. This is tricky because I understand threshold testing to be like a physical threshold. But it's sometimes I feel like they're using it in a more psychological way. Doll burning was Ryan's idea. Liam was bright, confident, outgoing, had personal problems. At Atlas the night Liam died. Didn't see Liam after the course. Had been drinking all semester. To free students from the fact, encourage to free themselves from guilt. I mean, it's tricky because he has said so much horse shit. Well, I think I don't know. Hey, with syrup. I'm sorry that you're having a bad brain day. Would you like a black mirror to scry into? Would that help? No interest in scrying, doesn't use scrying, never use scrying, scrying. Scrying. So it started last year. Wasn't in the pub, didn't hear the thing. This feels like something. Because we knew he bought a freedom necklace for a student. He almost certainly bought it for Emma, right? Like... but they won't let me just say that. Yeah, I mean, I think I got him to admit to... let's see. Avoids relationships with students. And I guess, yeah, is that how we got him to admit dating Kate? But that's still weird to me because we don't know about foreign pendant. No, okay, yeah, you're right. Says it looks familiar, but can't say for certain. But definitely bought one. We might have actually already highlighted that one. I actually think we already did that one. No, we need to be focusing on... I keep getting distracted. The clue from the chief... The clue from the chief said we need to focus on the threshold testing aspect. Does not encourage students to hurt each other. But I don't... There's also, like... I mean, because we talked about this thing, but he says students aren't encouraged to hurt each other during testing, but... I mean, that just reinforces... This is just reinforcing it. The gin is mightier, I will take a hint. I mean, the photo on Kate's ID... I mean, that's not blonde. By no definition of that could that be blonde. Go listen to the CD in the mirror room again? Oh.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
I don't think we can listen to the CD in the mirror room again. I don't think there was an option to play it. Oh, that's true. It does let us rewatch cutscenes. Wonder what Paul thinks about prime candidates. There are also 3 things you haven't asked Rebecca about yet. Are there? There we go. I'm gonna go get some ice cream. I'm starting to get headachy. Unrelated to the game.
Welcome to the mirror room. This exercise is all about identifying the difference between the image one presents to the world and one's real self, which lies deep in our unconscious. As you move through the network of mirrors, practice seeing yourself as a stranger. The more you separate from your persona, the more aware you will become of your true desires and ambitions. Chant with us. I am free from my image. I am free from my past. I am free from myself. I am free from my image. I am free from my past.
I love all these shots of Jenks.
I am free from my image.
Startled about the mirror touch. Oh, it's cold.
I am free from myself. This exercise involves the use of liberation masks. You have now completed Module 1. Module 2 covers boundary testing, threshold testing, and extreme testing. Please read the notes carefully before attempting the module.
Yeah, that didn't tell us... I mean, unless... Let's go talk to Rebecca. The thing is, I know they do threshold testing. We literally saw people do threshold testing. But unless I can, like, unless I can, like, accuse somebody of that, then that information does not actually get me anywhere. What things have I not asked Rebecca about? Have I just been really sloppy asking her stuff? Oh, I have been.
Have you seen this before?
No.
Oh, thank God we asked her about that. Thank God. Thank God, chat.
Do you know anything about this?
No, sorry.
Thank God we're doing our due diligence here. Probably the third, whatever third thing I haven't asked her about. That's gonna crack this whole thing wide open. Said there were 3 things I hadn't asked her about. The third thing I ask her about is gonna be the one that breaks open this act of the game. The third can I just use, no, okay. The third question, the third thing I ask her about is gonna be the one that cracks this all open, and then I'm gonna have egg on my face. Okay, I genuinely don't see anything else that I can ask her about. My best students, guaranteed a good salary. Most students aren't up for the job. Didn't know Kate was prime
Thank
candidate.
you. Probably be back later.
It did say 3 things, right? I'm not going crazy here. Chat, am I going crazy? Chat, you have to tell me if I'm going crazy. I thought for sure it said 3 things, but maybe it only said 2 things. You saw 3 things as well? Okay, okay. What a profound waste of all of our time. Alright, so clearly Paul is who we need to talk to.
Please. Thank you.
Definitely said 3. Okay. It did say 3, but yes, you're going crazy. Thank you, Ashgrove. I appreciate your honesty. Okay. Kate was being tested for prime candidate. They're supposed to be the best students. Okay. They don't get invested. Okay. Man, I really just don't know. Am I supposed to say the CD in the mirror room? Is this the contradiction? If that is, I have a strict complaint.
Aha. You say you don't endorse threshold testing? That's
very
the phrase,
annoyed.
isn't it?
Yes.
Except you do, Paul, because you told me that the students use that CD in the mirror room. I've listened to that CD, and it very clearly mentions threshold testing. You keep batting this away, Paul. We don't really use hypnosis. The students aren't really tested, but I am this close to launching a full-scale investigation.
Look, we get a kickback from these students, and they have to be exceptional. Of course we have to test them. That doesn't mean we do anything illegal. What do you think we do? Bump off the ones we don't like?
Well, that depends on how far you push them, doesn't it?
Well, we certainly don't kill them. Nobody here wanted Kate dead.
I'm sure they didn't. But what do you expect, Paul, when you put students under that much pressure?
She was a very, very valuable student. She was worth a lot to the business.
Really? And how much would that be?
Well, if you really want to know, 50 grand.
Wow!
She was worth 50 grand.
Yeah, I'm with Jinx on
What, you
this
were
one.
selling
That's
her?
crazy.
Of course we were selling her. You don't get this, do you? We make perfect employees. Month after month. That's all we do.
What do you mean, perfect employees?
What big business needs, Inspector, more than anything else, is none of this altruistic, goody-goody
James
crap.
was right, yeah.
What we look for is people with ambition, no ethics. Push. Greed is good, all right? We don't deal with all this comfort stuff. The survival
Hustle.
of the
Gotta be
fittest.
hustling.
That's all there is. There's no higher purpose, no big plan. There's nothing at the end of the rainbow, except what you have and you can enjoy in the here and now.
And what do you enjoy now, Paul?
You're gonna have to excuse me, Inspector. I'm a very busy man. I've got work to do.
see myself out.
That's goofball.
Lovely man, your father.
Shut the gate on your way out.
He's doing his level best to shut this place down. Get rid of him.
He's a policeman. We can't just...
You sort this, Ryan. You man up and you sort it. Tonight.
This man's gonna try to bag me. Bag man written all over that man's face.
Kyle.
Alright, well we broke through, but I'm very annoyed at the
That doesn't
phrasing
sound
of
good.
that.
Two totally morally bankrupt men are plotting to get rid of me. It's midnight. I don't have any backup and I don't even have a mobile phone. This is potentially quite bad. And what's Kyle got to do with it? I think I might make my way over to Atlas while Ryan isn't there. Maybe lock myself in.
Yeah! The +1 sombrero of defense, yeah. Gives you bonuses to being bagged on the street. Okay, alright, well, I'm gonna go on foot to Atlas. Because I'm suspicious. Anything back here? Alright. There we go, that's the one. It was very common in 2015 to have a cell phone. It was common in the early 2010s. It is I am genuinely shocked that this man does not have a cell phone. Maybe it's late, maybe it's just dead. And that's why he has to keep using the the phone booth. There we go, into the woods. Yeah, earlier I would say the smartphone even was popular by the didn't the first smartphone drop in like 2009? Into the clearing.
Prove to me that you're man enough to do this, Kyle, and then you can deal with that ridiculous police inspector. What
is that? What the hell? Scotland Yard, not hell. Hello, Ryan.
Hello, Inspector. What are you doing here?
Inspecting. So, come on. Let's have it.
I don't think you'd understand, Inspector. The best thing that you can do is turn around, go away, and leave us to it.
Knife.
What?
That knife gives me a perfect right to stick my nose in, investigate, and interfere.
This is all part of the Atlas course. It's a physical endurance exercise.
Drop the knife. The knife, Kyle!
Kyle. Drop it! Drop it.
Llama Chan, that's extremely funny. I like that a lot.
Not looking 100% brilliant for you, Ryan.
Oh, please, Inspector, you've poked your nose into Atlas's affairs enough times to know that imaginative flair is part of the course's success. Our lessons are reinforced by a unique emotional experience.
Terror?
It's an extremely evocative tool.
Well, it's a good job you're not in charge of the national curriculum.
Now look, Inspector, I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're thinking. But believe me, Atlas had nothing to do with the deaths of those people.
eyewitness account of a satanic sacrifice in the woods. That's not what we call circumstantial evidence, Ryan.
Simon. Now, I saw Simon walking home with Kate last Friday after the meeting. Now, Simon had some strange idea that he was in the running to become prime candidate. Well, a knob of butter has more chance of becoming prime minister. Oh, wait.
So are you telling me that
Simon killed her? Well, it seems reasonable. It's likely, isn't it?
any more likely than you, Ryan?
With the saddest little Swiss Army knife.
Pig!
You're a cop, you can't do that! Wait, you can't, it's not a joke, dude! Also an open hand slap? What is happening in this game?
You save someone from being sacrificed, and that's the thanks you get. If that wasn't an occult ceremony, I don't know what is. The Rands have been lying all along. But what's Simon going to say about Ryan's accusation?
What an incredible thing to be doing while you're under investigation for murder. I mean, we've had some pretty crazy cutscenes in this game. I'll say that one, the bagging one was probably crazier because that's just about the craziest thing I've ever seen in a video game. That one was wild though. The idea that you'd be like, I've got to get rid of this police officer. In the meantime, I unfortunately I do have an occult ritual planned in the woods, in the public open woods. Not exactly on the track. We did have to go through a little underbrush to get to them. But what the fuck? Hey, Gold Stars. I'm reeling. Okay. What do we have now? We got Ryan's accusation is the only new thing we got from that. I guess I'm gonna still go to Atlas.
Damn. I suppose it was too much to hope that Ryan had left the place open.
I mean, we've been up and down and all around that building, so I'm fine with there being nothing else there for us. Wow, okay. Me too, Llama-chan. I'm having the time of my life. It was a great game. I came for the F&B. I stayed for the bagging.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
What would you say if I said it's been suggested that you were seen walking home with Kate after Atlas last Friday?
What? By who?
The same person who suggested that you wanted Kate out of the picture because you found out she was in the running to be prime candidate.
What? Who said that?
Just a question.
I didn't think I was in the running. It was Ryan, wasn't it?
I am in no position to say.
It was Ryan.
Simon, calm down.
No, I can prove it. Kate's driving license, give it to me.
Why?
Kate's driving license, please.
Please, just hand me that crucial evidence.
See that pattern on the tape there? Let me show you something. See this pattern? Now look at that. It's the same pattern. This has come from the same roll of tape as this. So there's only one person that's taped like that. Ryan. He gave me this piece of tape when I was in his office once. Why has Kate's driving license got a piece of Ryan's tape on it?
I have no idea, Simon.
Where did you find it?
Oh, by the lake.
It's obvious, isn't it? Ryan was testing her. He was doing a boundary test to see how much she would do, how far she would go to be a prime candidate. But it all went wrong. Okay. It's one of the things we do at the course, right? You give something that's important to you to someone else, then they go and hide it somewhere. It's To teach
Stupid.
you to not be bothered when you lose something that's important to you, alright?
Sure,
Kate
sure.
gives her driving license to Ryan. Ryan goes and hides it somewhere down the lake. Kate finds out, she goes down looking for it, probably drunk, and she falls in.
I'm afraid I find that a bit far-fetched, Simon.
It makes perfect sense if you know anything at all about how Atlas
But
works.
Simon, if you got the tape from Ryan, Kate could have got it from him.
He told me he doesn't lend it out.
He lent it to you.
But I didn't kill her! Do a lab test on the card. His DNA will be all over it.
And what if yours is all over it?
It won't be. I didn't kill her. I'm sorry. Just give me a minute. I need some painkillers.
Outside? You just fully left? His bike's gonna be gone. We're gonna see him pedaling furiously away in the blue light of the moon. So funny.
Where did he go in such a hurry? Is he trying to act as suspiciously as possible?
Is a crucial clue in this game gonna be washi tape? I guess is my question. Is it possible this is gonna be a vital aspect of this gameplay experience? I love the day for night. I love day for night, period. Wait, so why did it put me out in the woods? If there's nothing out here? Didn't it drop me out right outside the woods? Okay, weird. I mean, the bike is still here. Did he genuinely
Just a
run?
few more
That's so
questions, if
funny.
you don't mind. Did Simon mention walking home with anyone after the meeting last Friday?
No, he just came home. Why?
He didn't mention walking home with Kate.
No, definitely not.
Do you know about this washi tape?
Have you seen this anywhere before?
God, it's got its own little baggie now.
I've seen it somewhere, but can't remember. Sorry, no.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
She was arguing with Kate before the meeting. She was arguing with her around 6:30, and then they were at the pub, and Kate left to go to the meeting. And it's after the meeting in which Kate disappeared / died. So she might not have known. There's nothing else to investigate here, right? Yeah, okay. Did he really just run? He really just ran? Mid-interrogation? What? It's so...
Ask about a few more things, please.
Everything about that sequence was hilarious.
Have you seen patterned tape like this anywhere before?
Oh, Ryan's got some. I know because I borrowed it.
When was that?
A couple of months ago?
Have you still got it?
I don't think so. I haven't seen it since then.
thrilling. Okay. So the tape approximately 2 months ago.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
There's a non-zero chance that Simon ran out to get something to eat. Because, you know, sometimes you're supposed to take painkillers with food. Oh, I can't go into the house anymore. That's interesting. Interesting. I have to go tell James that he was right. He deserves to know.
If that's okay?
Do you know how well Simon knew Kate?
Not really.
Did you ever see them together?
No, why? Do you think he killed her?
I've no idea. Do you think he'd be capable of that?
Do you think we're all capable of it?
No, I don't.
Sure. So you'd never been in your police car responding to an incident, driven past a school at high speed?
Don't know. Maybe.
Well, you've answered your own question then. When you've got a need and things get in your way, it's human nature to either ignore them or get rid of them. Any way you can. That's all murder is, isn't it?
Maybe you're right.
No, I don't think that's all that murder is.
Ever seen tape like this anywhere before?
Nah.
Weird. Doesn't know how well Simon knew Kate. Thinks everyone's capable of murder.
Be back
Fine.
later on, if that's okay.
I really wanted to tell him he was right. So disappointed that I can't. I feel like it put me out on the road to the woods because it wanted me to explore the woods. But, like, I'm not... Have good humidity, Mechtel. Is there a place I can try to use the sticky tape? Because it is green, which implies that... Oh, no. Used in the sense that I can show it to somebody, not used in the sense of a flashlight. Was there another place I could use the flashlight, do you think? I should call the chief for an update? That's the game's recommendation about what to do next? Okay.
So, where to start? Paul admitted that they do use threshold testing. Apparently they get a wedge of cash from various companies in exchange for each prime candidate they produce.
Interesting.
Also, I met Ryan and some of his friends in the woods in the middle of some sort of occult ceremony. I have no idea what they were doing, but it did not look good. But Ryan insisted that Simon walked Kate home after the meeting last Friday. He's claiming Simon killed her.
And what does Simon say?
He doesn't agree, not surprisingly. He says it was Ryan, because of something to do with a piece of tape stuck to Kate's driving license, which Simon claims belonged to Ryan. Claims it was Ryan who was testing Kate by sticking the driving license to a tree in the woods in the dark and telling Kate to get it, knowing she'd fall in. And no, before you ask, it doesn't make any sense to me either.
Right, so basically Simon says Ryan was testing her and Ryan says Simon was testing her. Well, either one of them is lying or neither of them are. and nobody was testing anybody.
I suppose that's always a possibility.
Wouldn't surprise me, Jenks. Well, I don't know. I can't help you. You're as close as you're going to get. Just check everything that everyone's said. Go through everyone's statements. The answer's in there somewhere. Call me back when there's some good news, eh? Preferably a confession.
Well, if I can get one.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chief.
Good night.
Okay. There must be a contradiction somewhere. Okay. I don't know. When the chief first answered the phone, to me it did sound like very suggestive moans. Alright, I don't think James has any contradictions, because I don't think he's really a part of it. The only people left I can talk to are Emma and Rebecca.
A few more questions, please.
Pattern sticky tape. Last saw the tape 2 months ago. Didn't know Kate was prime candidate. Best students guaranteed. Failed prime candidates get sacked because the system doesn't work. It's a bad plan. Rebecca has been mostly here to connect the dots so far. And she hasn't done much other than that. Covered, suffers from kids too many for the family. Had some trouble with unsuitable students. Oh, there was tape used on the pub window. That's true. That would be a pretty insane thing to lie about, but you are right that they did make a big fuss about how it was taped over. All right, let's press this and then maybe we'll go back and actually check the tape.
Aha.
Weird.
You last saw that sticky tape 2 months ago. Is that correct?
Yes.
So how come you used it last week to tape over the broken window outside? That's the same tape.
Well, I must have been mistaken.
You see, the reason I'm asking is that it's
Useless.
exactly the same
Washi tape on
that
a
was
window,
found attached
useless.
to Kate's driving license, found at the scene. The tape that only Ryan has. Ryan, and of course, you.
So what are you saying?
Who's got the tape now? Do you know where it is?
No. No, I don't know where it is. Why are you asking me about this tape?
You seem nervous, Rebecca. Is there a problem?
Well, you're practically accusing me of having something to do with that woman's murder, aren't you?
I wasn't accusing you of anything, Rebecca.
But she committed
Unless
suicide.
There's something you'd like to tell me.
No, I wouldn't like to tell you anything.
Okay, well, that's fine. Obviously, we'll be swabbing everyone in the area for DNA, so if anything comes up on Kate's license, DNA traces.
What will come up? Nothing will come up. Right, I've had enough. I've got to get back.
Rebecca. Would you like to explain to me exactly what is going on?
Which bit? The fact that some leggy bitch was trying to steal my husband?
Emma?
I think you had better tell me what you know, Rebecca.
Okay. You want to know what I know?
Yes!
Kate Vine seduced my husband and was going to blackmail him. Not only did she sleep with him, that whore did it just for his money, our money.
How did you work that out?
I heard her. I knew it was her arguing with Emma Bowman. Emma was trying to talk her out of it.
And how did she come to be at the lake?
She dropped that driving license thing when she came in. She was drunk. She dropped her bag. I took it out to the woods and stuck it over the lake. Then I waited for her. When she came out, I told her where it was, said someone had just run off into the woods with it.
You led her to the lake.
She was reaching out over the leg to get it. I didn't do anything, she just fell in.
But you let her drown.
It was dark, I couldn't see anything, I couldn't help her.
Really? Did you try, Rebecca?
Well, it was too late. She was just flapping about in the water. It was pathetic, she was making these gurgling sounds.
And what did you do?
I got a big stick. I just pushed her down with it until she stopped. Well, she was dead anyway, what did it matter?
You killed her, Rebecca.
She slept with my husband.
She didn't, Rebecca.
What do you mean?
You got the wrong girl.
Who? Emma. It was Emma.
Rebecca Rand, I am arresting you for the murder of Kate Vine. You do not have to say anything, but anything you do say may be taken down and will be used in evidence against you. Do you understand?
Yes.
So, it appears that Kate Vine's death was a tragic case of mistaken identity. But there are some loose threads here. What was Ryan doing with Kyle and that girl in the woods? What if I hadn't interrupted? And what really happened to Liam last year? It seems I've only scratched the surface of Atlas
that
and
the ghost
Rand
of
business
Liam?
empire. Trying to find out about Paul Rand's past is like peering into dense fog. He gives nothing away and covers his tracks with military efficiency. However, what is known is that Paul Rand has a lot of connections in high places. Politicians, celebrities, business leaders. Perhaps James Wilson's ideas weren't too wide of the mark after all. I get the feeling there's still a lot more to learn about the Rand business empire.
You're gonna have to excuse us. Atlas is closed for the moment, but we'll be open again very soon. Thank you for your interest.
Genuinely tragic that we didn't get a sequel. Genuinely outrageous. I loved that. That ending was terrible, but I loved it. I loved the whole experience of it. I was reading about it. Yeah, that's it. So that's the game. I was reading that the game was supposed to be significantly longer, but for budget reasons, a lot of it was cut. And I don't think that's evident until quite at the end there, because it really did feel like... Is the sequel Kickstarter active right now? It does. The ending is weird because it really was just like... It all hinged on that one clue. It feels like if we had just gotten that clue at the beginning and given it to her, she would have snapped immediately and we would have gotten what we just got. They want me to make a sequel? No. No, this is a perfect piece of media. I can't imagine anything better. Wow. Yeah, well, that was great. I love that. That was incredible. That whole thing was great. Oh. Dedicated to Paul Darrow. Experimental independent game made on a tiny budget. If you like it, please leave a review. Do you think this game... Overwhelmingly positive, okay. Not a ton of reviews, though, but as accurate. He shows up in quite a few FMV things. I did say maybe we'll do a Jinx FMV month. I'll have to see if I can track down the other games that the actor is in. Yeah, I loved the performances. There is something so camp and kind of overwrought about FMV acting, which is something I sort of love, because it has to be, right? Like, it kind of has to be, you know, it kind of has to be overwrought. I can't believe we didn't solve Liam's death. That does feel like a thing that, a longer thread that kind of got cut. Or maybe it was up there as prequel bait. Yeah, you think Shark Noveler, you think that's his personal hat? Well, that was absolutely delightful, and I really enjoyed it. Yeah, it looks like a Dead of Night, part horror film, part horror game, part ghost hunt. It blends live action and graphics to create a unique, immersive horror experience like no other. Love it. Okay. Released in 2020. Okay. I mean, obviously I'm gonna play this. Obviously I'm gonna play this on live stream. Because, yeah, just obviously. Wow. The Dead of Night was legitimately super scary, and I struggled to watch it. Okay, that's good to know. It has Simon, okay, alright. I don't know what Jimmy Jams is. I do not know what you are referencing. SSS stopped an hour in? Interesting. Okay. Okay. That really makes me excited for whatever this is. I mean, maybe that's something we might have to play that during October. That might be a good spooky time horror fest. Yeah, I don't know. I'm so curious. I'm looking at images of it, and it is pretty spooky. It looks like based on the images I'm seeing, it looks like 3D rendered environments with human FMV acting. Can somebody confirm that for me? Because that's pretty fucking crazy. That would be weird. Okay. It's mixed 3D and film. I am fascinated. I am fascinated by that as an option. I really can't wait to see how that's gonna function. They do it really well. Okay, okay. Okay. Yeah, well, we're definitely gonna have to play that in December. Let's see. Oh, so for context, I will not be here Thursday. Let me pull up my calendar, because I think I misspoke last time. There will be one day that I'm back. I won't be here Thursday or Sunday because I'll be at PAX doing PAX panels. They are going to be a good time. I think we finally locked in the people that are going to be debating on Debate Club. And I don't think we've locked in a topic just yet, but the people who are going to be at the Debate Club Friday at 3:30 at the Firebird Theater at PAX is Annika Seeley. She doesn't go by Seeley anymore. She's using her real last name now, but I don't know how to pronounce it. But she was on Big Game Hunger, and she's an absolute fucking delight. So Annika's going to be on it, and Iffy Wadiwe is going to be on it. Iffy is coming down for, I think he's also doing a actually live panel, if I've heard correctly. So it's gonna be the two of them, so you know it's gonna be a fucking absolute a hell of a good time. So if you're gonna be at PAX and you know somebody's gonna be at PAX, let them know. That's gonna be killer. I think we might be doing something about Souls-likes. That might be the debate that we're looking into, but we're still figuring that out. And then the PAX panel show is going to have, let me pull up their names because I do not know them offhand. Y'all will know them. It's Brianna White, Britt Barron, and Susie Young. They are basically the the voice actresses for the new Final Fantasy game. They play like just the three leads. So big deal actresses, voice actresses. They will be on the PAX panel show, 4 o'clock on Saturday. And possibly we might be having a couple other people rounding out the panel, but we're still pinning down people for that. But it's gonna be an absolute thriller. It's gonna be absolutely superb. I've made the PAX panel show has a bunch of special themed panels. It's all themed. The whole panel show is themed this time, which is the first time I've done that, but it's going to be very funny. And last year they live streamed the panels, some of the panels. I do not know if they're going to live stream them this year. I haven't seen any information on that, but if that is an option, I will be sure to post the links to those so people can pop in. Yeah, last year it depended on the theater, but I knew ahead of time that some of them were going to be live streaming because they posted, like on the PAX website, that information was there. I haven't seen any information like that, so it's possible that it was simply too much, because it is quite an intricate endeavor to live stream all of that, from like multiple theaters to multiple accounts, basically throughout the whole day. Is quite a lot. Anyway, streaming's hard. Yeah, I know I make it look super easy since nothing ever goes wrong on this stream, and I never have any technical issues, and my camera doesn't drop out, and my mic is never muted in weird ways, and the captions never stop, and I never forget to change the game title or anything like that. I know I make it look easy and perfect, but it's quite difficult. Yeah, I'm never haunted by one of many doppelgangers that look and speak exactly like me, but would has ill intent towards the chat, that the chat hasn't figured that out yet. Like stuff like that just never happens here. But for bigger groups with better income, it's super difficult. Anyway, so I won't be here Thursday because I'll be in Seattle, and I won't be here Sunday because I'll be in Seattle, but I will be back next Tuesday for a stream. And technically it won't be point and click. August anymore. Took me a minute to figure out what month it was. Oh, we'll Pizza Ray. Oh, we're gonna Pizza Ray for sure. So I don't know what we're gonna play. Well, here's the thing: is I did buy this bed we made. How long to beat? And I do really want to play that because I worry that if I don't play it before, if I like uninstall this game and don't play it immediately, then I will forget that I've purchased it and I will never play it just ever. So I think this bed we made, the how long to beat says it's about 4 to 6 basically. So maybe, I'll have to think about what the stream for this is. I'll actually be here for the 3rd and the 5th, so Tuesday and Thursday. So maybe I'll do, here's a question. Do you think it would be better to do streams at the normal time but slightly longer, so like 3 hours each, or should I do a special Wednesday stream and then 2 hours for each of them? Do you have a preference? Is it better to do the game in 2 chunks, but longer chunks, or to split it up into 3? Because I'm gonna level with you. Basically, what's happening is I'm coming back from PAX Monday, and then I'll be here for like 3 days before I fly out to the Alps, and then I'll be gone in the Alps for like 2 weeks. So there will not be a stream in that meantime. Long stream is nice. I also know SEO wise, or like not SEO, but like discoverability wise, you're supposed to do longer streams on Twitch. Like the longer stream is up, there's like an incline of viewership, generally speaking. So if I were being responsible algorithmically, it would be 2 longer streams. All right, I think maybe that's what we'll do. So the 3rd and the 5th are going to be 2 special extra long streams. I think that's good, because I'm going to level with you. I just don't think I'm going to get a lot done the 3 days in between PAX and me going out of the country. I don't think I'm going to get a lot done. I've got like 3 scripts that I'm working on, and absolutely none of them are in a place where I'm going to be able to finish them and get them recorded before I leave. So, which is bad, because like that's such a good thing to do and then come back and be able to fix it. But I don't know. I'm just going to be lazing about with my laptop trying to get some writing done and being somewhat successful. The French and Swiss Alps in particular is where we're going. So having longer streams will be nice, because then I'll feel like I've done more during that time. Yeah, I was like, I watched 2 movies. Here's what I'll say. I watched 2 movies, a classic and a remake of a classic. And I could not stop thinking about the experience of watching them. And I was like, this is really, they're not horror movies and they're not video games. This is really off topic for my channel. So I really shouldn't do this video. And then something in me snapped, and I sat down and wrote like 4 pages of a script. That are more than an outline, but less than a full script. And so there's going to be a video upcoming for me, a video upcoming from me that is more off topic than normal, but not radically so. It's going to be a video about violence. And I've been wanting to do a video about violence for a while, because the way that we depict violence has changed a lot in the last couple decades, and I think I'm really fascinated with the ways in which it's changed. And part of me wants to wade into that in regards to video games, because the question of like video games and violent video games is one that has really haunted games for a long time, not undeservedly, but that's just such a big topic. I don't know how I would be able to break a chunk off of that. And so I'm circumventing it by doing a video about not video game violence. It is a lot to unpack. And a lot of people have attempted it, so it's hard to dive into. I did not have the gravitas on that Vanilla Lizard. I didn't go low enough. Anyway, so I've got that one I'm working on. I'm also working on a really dumb video. I'm working on a really dumb video that I'm really excited about. It was supposed to be a short, dumb video, but then I was like, oh, I actually do have something important to say kind of about this. So it's accidentally going to be just like it's supposed to be a short, dumb, punchy video, but I actually accidentally have important things to say. And then I'm working on my next meme minute video, which is going to be a short video, because that is the format of that video. It can't be a long video. So, start playing in the middle of conversations as a sting, like in your real life. That's very funny. All right, we're gonna obviously. Sorry, hold on. I have to just grab a. No, ooh, my webcam's really hot. That's weird. It shouldn't be warm. That's weird. No, the whole long dumb hole fight video is a different video. Are y'all ready to Pizza Ray? Welcome to Pizza Ray. The video is still getting there. The game's still popping off. Are you gonna show? Here, let's do. There we go. Well, that's a little too close. How did I place this? Where did I? There we go. Okay. Pizza Ray. So, I should make a chat explanation Pizza Ray. So Pizza Ray comes from this game called Arctic Eggs that I played earlier this year. This game was released this year, and I love it. I love it. The only way that you play in this game, the gameplay of this game, is you walk around, you talk to people, and then you cook them eggs. And the way you cook them eggs is you have a pan, you flip, and you have to cook each side. And I will demonstrate now with a couple of eggs. Let's do normal. You think I should explain nothing? Well, I'm still gonna show people. So this is how you cook by, like, if I stop moving the pan, it stops cooking. So you have to be continually shaking the mouse. And then you have to use the physics of the game to flip the eggs over and cook both sides. The cigarette is there as a timer, obviously. There we go. 2 eggs, 1 cigarette. Perfect. That's called a Blue Plate Special. But the Pizza Ray challenge is me trying to do that with a pizza and a stingray. And this actually, as it turns out, is extraordinarily hard. We'll try, well, fuck me. So already. We'll try pizza first and then stingray. Well, I mean, maybe not if I can't even get... I can't even get the pizza to land. Okay. So here's the thing is we have to get both sides of the pizza and both sides of the stingray cooked. And this is extraordinarily difficult for me. Maybe not for other people, but for me. And I put it on hard mode. What hard mode means is that the pan, as you can see, has no sides. So the pizza just cooked. I don't know if you could see that. It kind of expanded and there was a little color change. But I don't... My strategy so far has been to get enough clearance. Because when it's at hard mode, there is sometimes enough space to cook both on one plane. And that's really ideal because then you only have to... You can flip them both. Okay, see? There we go. There we go. Now I have to flip them both over and get the other sides cooking. Oh, no. Okay. All right. Well, okay. Well, yeah, I lost it. There was no way I was gonna... There was no way. I can control, to a certain extent, where these things fall on the pan. But not much else. I don't know if I've got clearance on the stingray. Clearance is a word you're gonna... in the Pizza Ray meta, clearance is like the most important strategy right now. There we go. See, that's clearance. I got both of them. Vanilla Lizard, you're the first person who's noticed that I've seen. Twitch allowed you to change the name and the token of channel points, and I changed them to jingles because I thought that was funny. Okay. I think I'm gonna... Okay. I'm going to try to flip the stingray first. Oh, God. The stingray is especially difficult because the tail has its own sort of... Oh, fuck me. The tail has its own sort of difficult physics aspect. Okay, well, see, that was great. We got that stingray clearance, no problem. Let's just get that pizza. Okay. Okay. Fuck. Okay. All right. You have to be so gentle. No. Oh my God, the pizza flipped. Okay. Let's get that pizza cooked. Oh, okay. Now we just need to get the stingray. I did not even see how the fucking pizza flipped. No. Okay. It's early. We're early in the pizza challenge. No, it's not. It's already 2 hours. Okay. That's fine. Every time I do this, I get a little closer. The way I came up with this is that you have to flip a stingray in the game. And it took me 13 minutes, but it genuinely felt like it took 4 years off my life. But in a fun way. Alright, I have no clearance on the stingray on this. What happens if I'll just flip both of them. I think there is a little bit too much heat on that flip. I don't think the pizza's gonna get cooked here. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Where'd it go? Shit. The thing about the Pizza Ray challenge is that it's hard. It's hard, but I'm obsessed. I love this game. Okay, well, I just did a bad job. That was just a bad job. No. Ooh. 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 Oh. Okay. This is a pretty good situation, actually. Okay. Ah, fuck. Okay. See, on hard mode, for most things that you would be cooking, the hard mode is worse because there's no sides to play with, but the fucking stingray is so fucking big. You really, I think it is easier without the sides. Oh, come on, come on. Okay, stingray first. Could I do both at once? Stingray first. Okay, beautiful, beautiful baby. Okay. I feel like we're in a good place because I think the pizza will be easy to flip this way. It's fine. I do think maybe I need to practice just flipping the stingray. Okay, I think the pizza cooked. Shit, it's so hard. It's really, really genuinely hard just doing the stingray flip. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get the stingray cooked here. Fuck, that was just nothing. Oh wow, okay. I can't believe the stingray came back. Really shocked the stingray came back. This is one of your favorite games because of the stream? Emmett, I would love to hear that. I loved this game. I mean, it's almost certainly going to be on my Game of the Year list. I don't think anything's going to knock it off. Well, okay. When they go in split directions, it's hard because, like, you can, to a certain extent, when it gets to the edge, you can, like, flip it back with some control. But it's really hard when they slip in opposite directions. Oh, baby. Okay. Well, okay, wait. Okay, we might get stingray clearance here. Ugh, why do I put so much oil in the pan? Okay, no, fuck. Stingray, please don't. Please, Stingray, please stop. Okay. Yeah, I did flip it last time I was doing this. And I might switch back because I do think that's easier. Is stingray on bottom, pizza on top. I think it's a little easier to get clearance. Ugh. Yeah, in fact, let's switch back. What's the order? Pizza, stingray? No, that's the opposite. Okay. Stingray, pizza. Okay. I do think this is easier. I think it's easier to get clearance for the za. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. I still think about... Come on. I don't know if this pizza's gonna cook. I still think about the one time that we got the stingray to clip through the pizza tray. or the pan, in a way that feels like that could have been something, but I don't know how to replicate it because I'm not a speedrunner. I don't know what this is, but this is not a speed run of anything. All right, let's try doing a flip. Let's just try doing a flip. Okay, simmer down. Oh, that was fucking exquisite. That was gorgeous, and it was all for nothing because they weren't cooked on both sides. And I let it go. I shouldn't let it go. This is another problem, is like, I need to commit to every single one of these runs as though they could be the run. This is an issue with me in larger aspects of my life, is that I will sometimes give up on runs when they seem like they're not going well, but they could always be recovered. No clearance. No clearance. But it is easier to flip the stingray pizza in this order. Oh, okay. That one was really far off. Okay. Consummate V, I should shout them out on Twitter and let them know that this is a great a great mini game that I've introduced to the game experience. Gold stars, please, no. No, shit. Okay. That was a perfectly good stingray, though. They didn't need to throw that stingray out. I just sort of catapulted the pizza that time. Okay. Ooh. I also know that, fuck me, at any moment, the devs could change, well, bye. Could change anything about how any of this works in such a way that all of my skill building and progress becomes absolutely moot. Like, I know that they have that power. I don't know that they know they have that power, and it's like, do I want them to know? Has anyone ever made pizza in a pan like this? Is that, like, anyone in chat? I imagine anybody in the world has. Is this like a accepted pizza cooking methodology? Personal pan stingray? Ooh, okay. Okay, the pizza's gonna cook. There's the pizza. Could we get, if we can get the, okay, everybody be cool. I think we can get the stingray cooked on this side. Okay. I just need to flip the pizza a second time. But it's not gonna cook this way. Okay. We've done that. I've had this happen before too. Where I just need to. Too much sauce, Jenna. Okay. If I can get it on the actual stove, I think it's on the handle now. If I can get it on the pan, I think we've got... Oh my God! She did it! Pizza Ray! Oh my God! Ryan Sonora, thank you for the gift subs. Holy shit! That was gaming. That was fucking gaming. Holy shit. Oh, I feel so good about that. I love that. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to personally apologize to my neighbors for the sounds that I've just made. Does it count because it clipped? Yes? Okay. Yes! I don't want to sully the record. But there's actually no rules. Speedrun rules it counts? Okay. No, Ryan, I think I nailed it. I don't know if I need to do... I don't know if I... I think I got it. It would have coked if it didn't clip. That's true. That's true. Wow, I did it. It feels really good. I feel like I just beat a Dark Souls boss. Like, I'm having the same, like, feeling, the same emotional sensation. Ugh. Oh man, okay. God. The people have to know. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to talk to the Arctic Eggs people. They have to know that this is a thing, because other people have to know what an incredible job I did. They have to make this a category so that other people can play it. Or is that gonna backfire on me when I realize that this is super easy and everybody else can do it very simply? I love this. I feel so great about this. I feel so triumphant. Oh, man. Sharknoffler, that's my concern. I mean, it's going to look like that for me when I cut out all of the other attempts and you just see that one super successful attempt. But no, that's true. That you don't get the... This is why they have, like, montages, like workout montages in action movies. It's because you need to see the arc. You need to see the love and the struggle that goes into the Pizza Ray challenge. You have to experience the whole arc of what I've done here. Yeah, the blood, the sweat, the tears, the marinara. You have to experience the whole aspect of it. You can't just slide in at the end. See me fucking crush flipping a stingray and a pizza. and just be like, yeah, okay, you did it. I feel so good about this. Yeah, that's true. Regardless of who comes after, I was the first. And that's like a nice thing about creating challenges, is that you can create the challenge and then do it and then be like, I did it. I was the first. If you look at the first edition of Guinness World Records, it was Marianne Guinness held every single record that was in there. And it was like, well, yeah, those were really low records. It was like longest fingernail, a centimeter. And it's like, well, yeah, if you're the first person, you're the first person. If you create the challenge and you're the first person to do it, then obviously you're gonna get the record for it. I am ecstatic. You can flip us a Pizza Ray on Mount Everest. I don't think Pizza Ray is an entry on speedrun.com. Does speedrun.com have challenges that are not speedrunning based? You need to wind down. Everybody go take a bath. Do some aromatherapy to just bring yourself down. You know what? I can't recommend enough giving yourself a simple little task with a clear objective and then doing it live on the internet. Simple little tasks are fun. They're fun when they mean something, but they're also kind of fun when they don't mean anything and they're just difficult. I guess I'm just, this is just what like Dark Souls is. Oh no! Mechtel is here in spirit. All the time. Any game completion task can be a speedrun. That is so true. That is true. How do I submit a category in speedrun.com? This is such good energy to send me off to PAX with. Is there a category just for Arctic eggs? Should I start speedrunning Arctic eggs? Arctic eggs is on speedrun.com. It says there's 7 active players. The time to beat is 6 minutes, 39 seconds, and 197 milliseconds. That's rough. The categories are any %, 28 stomachs fed, 100% all stomachs fed, all cooking, free version. Oh, so that's not for the full game. That's for the free base version of the game. 6 minutes is not the full game, yeah. That's an important distinction to make. 100% all stomachs fed, which is an incredible name for this category. The record is 27 minutes and 5 seconds and 427 milliseconds. For any %, 28 stomachs fed, it is 21 minutes, 57 seconds, and 150 milliseconds. Ooh. This could... I'm thinking about it. I think, maybe I'll get into speedrunning Arctic eggs. I'll have to think about this. I want to see the hand cam on those runs. Yeah, that would be awesome. I'll have to think about this. I do think it would be fun. It would be super fun to get into speedrunning. And I really like the mechanic of this game. And if I did 28 fed, any % 28 fed, I wouldn't have to do the Stingray one. I could pick and choose what what flips are most accessible. Yeah, and then I could go to AGDQ. This could be low-key a documentary about me triumphantly becoming... Don't give myself carpal tunnel. That's fair. With this game, that's a fair concern. Yeah, road to victory, road to AGDQ. If you get onto leaderboards, you'll have leverage to get Pizza Ray on it. You're right. I guess I'll have to figure out if there's an Arctic Eggs speed run Discord or something. Do my own versions of the Getting Into Trolls 2 movie podcast from the McElroy brothers. That would be fucking funny. Documentary title, Let Her Cook. Lee Tragan, I love that. I love that. I'm going to copy that down with your name so that I remember it, because that's simply really good. And then I won't have wasted hours of time making graphics for a segment we only did like 3 times. Man, that's really good. Let Her Cook is really good, Lee. Whew, man. You know, it wasn't wasted, obviously. Look at this thing. Look at that creature. It's a good creature. I could do it more with increased stakes, that's true. We could always do the double Stingray, double pizza challenge. We could also do, we could add cigarettes to make it timed. There was all sorts of things we could do to make my life worse. I think I might pivot to speedrunning though. Because if I do it quick enough. No, that was random 5. This is a different section. That was difficulty hard. You can also do like a random number of ingredients, and the difficulty is based on... Oh wait, okay, maybe difficulty is just a level. Hold on. What's the most... Surely not. 20 is the most difficult? What does this game think is the most difficult? Egg, beer, egg, pufferfish, sardines, cockroach. Beer, sausage, beer, egg. Bullet. The bullets are going too. Alright, well, that's fair. That one would be very difficult. But it lacks the conceptual purity of Pizza Ray. Right? Like, yeah, you can make anything more difficult by adding more things. And that's totally legitimate. But it lacks the purity of concept of the Pizza Ray. The Pizza Ray challenge it's perfect in its execution. What would be if we added a hazard to the Pizza Ray? I don't know which one of these. I think cockroach. If I did it on hard mode, well, maybe, okay, maybe the follow-up for the Pizza Ray is trying to do it fucking a normal pan. Because look at how big the stingray is compared to the pan. If I did it this way, I would have no clearance. That's the tricky thing. And if I did it this way, I would have to flip both of the... This would be a 4-flip challenge. Well... It would be an entirely different meta, because I wouldn't be able to do clearance, the clearance strategy, which is, as everybody knows, is the main Pizza Ray challenge strategy. No. Okay, there we go. See, I don't think I can get clearance. Like, I just don't think... And so basically it would be... Okay, there goes the pizza. I would have to, like... Fuck. I don't even know how I would do this. Yeah, I would have to flip them separately. But 4-flip would be the minimum. Because I think you would actually have to, like... Because we're going to have to flip the... Galumfer. That sounds tasty. I think a real pizza shaped like a stingray would be really fun. This is medium difficulty. I was doing it on hard difficulty because hard difficulty was easier for this challenge. Just gone. They're just gone. To clarify, we're making the pizza for the stingray. And the stingray's getting a tan. I know it looks like we're cooking the stingray, but obviously it's still alive and loves it. I think easy would actually be the most difficult because I think the easy pan is very, very small. I don't think we could even cook the stingray. Is it not? Will it genuinely not even let me go? Hold on. Easy start. Okay. I mean, there's no... Okay. That's actually not that bad. Did they make the stingrays smaller? Exactly like Stables 4. They love it. Okay. I think maybe easy isn't smaller. It's just higher sides. I think the pan's deeper is another way of saying that, yeah. It essentially becomes a walk at that point. It essentially just becomes a walk at a certain point of height. Whew, okay. Wow. I feel so good about that. I feel great about that energy launching me to great success at PAX. Oh, boy. I would call it a deep sea pizza, gold stars. I don't think stingrays are deep sea fish. What an exceptional moment. Thank you, everybody who was here for that moment. And thank you for everybody who's watching this on VOD later. For truly the ultimate, probably the height of my gaming career. It's probably that and beating, what was it, Artorias? Was that the guy in Dark Souls? That was like a major skill check. I feel just about the same defeating this as I did when I defeated that. Oh no, Mechtel. Oh no, Mechtel. I'll do it real quick, and then it'll be like you were here the whole time. No, I won't. It's too late. I'm sorry, Mechtel. I succeeded. I successfully did the Pizza Ray challenge. Yeah, you'll have to watch it on VOD. Please try to bring this challenge up at PAX. Yeah, I'm going to bring this challenge up at every possible moment for the rest of my life, I think. So that includes PAX. Whew. I'm sorry. I'm laughing at Galumper in this VOD that Nicholas posted said this is deep fish pizza, which is really good and funny. And I didn't see it at the time because I was so focused. But I wanted to say that I saw it now and I really liked it. At the end of every big game hunger, I should make my guests do the Pizza Ray challenge. That would be fucking incredible. I would love to just make people do this. This is like my version of Taskmaster, except that it's only the Pizza Ray challenge. Every single time. There's no time limit. The time limit is when you decide that you can't anymore with it. Like, it's an endurance test. It is not a skill test. But true to the Pizza Ray challenge, which is itself an agility and endurance test, the Pizza Ray challenge for other people is just endurance. It's just how long before you give up. Great, Suzu. If I could trade in all of my fame for one opportunity, it would be to go on Taskmaster. It would be worth it all. That's my biggest dream, is being on Taskmaster. I would fuck up bad, I think. Well, chat, it's been a real one. This is a real good one, and I just feel really proud. I feel maybe too proud. No, I feel an appropriate amount proud. I feel great. I feel great about this. I feel so satisfied. Mechtel, it would be all I would do. I would be one of the contestants where they were like, we knew you were going to look here. We knew you were going to try to find your way out of this. I would scum like a madman. All right. Hey, great stream, everybody. I won't be here Thursday. I won't be here Sunday, but I'll be back next Tuesday and Thursday, and we'll be playing not FMV, regular point-and-click mystery game, This Bed We Made, that came out, I believe, last year. And I've heard great things about it. So that's the plan. If you're going to be at PAX and you see me out in Seattle or on the show floor, feel free to say hi. I will say hi back. No need to feel shy if you see me out in the world. That's it. I'll see you next Tuesday. Have a good week and weekend, everybody. Bye.